to the higher powers. For there's no power but of God. The powers that be are ordained of God. Next verse. So he goes on to discuss civil government and so on and so forth. So it's much like in Ephesians chapter 5, for example, in verse 25. Look at something interesting here. It says, husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church. That's straight to the point. He didn't say, if you're happy with her, if she's kind to you, if she's treated you well. It's got nothing to do with that. He just says, husbands, love your wives. Why are you loving your wife? Because she's your wife, period. He didn't even say, love the one you're planning to marry. Didn't say that. You see that? There's no place in the Bible that says, marry the one you love. Or love the one you're planning to marry. There's nothing like that. He says, love your wife. It's too late to decide that you're not going to love her because A, B, C. No, it's too late. It's your wife. So love your wife. Bam. That's it. And same thing for the wives. Well, wives always like that part when you say, husband, love your wives. But let me show you something. In Titus chapter 2, from verse 1, I'm going to read all the way to verse 4. It says, but speak thou the things which become sound doctrine. That the aged men be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith, in charity, in patience. The aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers. That's quite interesting. The older women are warned not to be false accusers. Be careful who you accuse. God knows what everybody's problem is. Yeah. Then he says, not given to much wine. Teachers of good things. He says, older women should be what? Teachers of good things. Then look at what he adds to it. That they may teach the young women. Older women should teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to love their husbands. It's a different word from what he uses when he says, husbands, love your wives. There he uses agape, but here he uses the word philandros. That means be fond of your husband. What an instruction. He says, be fond of him. Philandros. It says, be fond of your husband. Make friends with him. Not complaining. Be fond of him. Why? Because he's your husband. Visions chapter 6, from verse 1. Children, obey your parents.